What's going on, beautiful people? I'm Lando Success. It's 2 in the morning and I am actually still up having me a drink. And I'm like, if I'm up, some people actually might be up. If you're not up, you actually see this in the morning. So Luna is trying to right their wrongs, but I don't necessarily feel they are doing the right thing to right those wrongs, because a lot of people are completely upset, and I don't think this will actually help people in the long term, right? Right now they're going through a voting process for people to vote and basically agree with what they're trying to do with transfer Luna over to Luna Classic and all that type of stuff. I honestly don't believe it's going to work. And let's look at the Twitter, right? So if we go to the Twitter page and you see the voting is going to go through. Every time it's 100%. Whenever you do like a voting process, I notice people always going to vote yes. Mainly somebody that invested in Luna and they lost $100,000. You lost $1,000, you lost $100, whatever it is, it's not a good positive thing. You pissed off, you lost money, so you want something to be done. So 80% right now has voted yes. At 5 more days, it's going to completely go through. This is the threshold they needed. You got a whole lot of votes. Look how many people voted already in the end in 5 days. It's crazy, right? Now, in my opinion, before we look at the new thing they updated and what they're doing, this is kind of how it goes. Since we're talking voting, we can just use that process. So you have people that actually voted for Joe Biden, right? They're like, man, Biden we're going to vote for the lesser of two evils. It's Biden or Trump. And a lot of people, when it came down to it, they're like, hey, I really don't like Trump. I really don't like Biden. But people voted for Biden over Trump. Now, as a black person, people like, hey, we would love reparations. We want all of these things. Biden didn't say anything about those. He like, look, I ain't going to give y'all these. You vote for him. And you can't get mad when he don't give you those things, because he didn't say he would give you those. Luna holders primarily want them to burn Luna. They like, we don't need anything new. We lost a lot of money. People lost $100,000, $1,000, $100, whatever it is. People tried to bring it back and we don't feel right. And it's like, look, let's try something. And even though we want Doquan, we want Terra Luna to basically burn these tokens and bring it back, I don't think they're going about it the right way, since majority of people went and they voted. And they posted this 3 hours ago. Said, we have published an amendment to proposal 1623 incorporating the community feedback since its publication 2 days ago. And you can see the details below. Then they talked more about it. There are 3 revisions included in this amendment, increasing Genesis liquidity for pre-attack AUSD holders, post-attack Luna holders, and post-attack. So I got all of this. Then it say introducing a new liquidity profile for pre-attack Luna holders. Wallets with under $10,000 and Luna will have the same Genesis liquidity as the above groups. And then it's saying it's a bunch of stuff. Now, the average person really don't know what the hell they're talking about. You have 5% of the world can understand all of this language because they're validators, they nerds that understand this. The average person, we just lost money. We want to know what you're going to do to actually right the wrong. In my opinion, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a black brother giving y'all some game. My opinion, I think it's going to be a shit show. They lost a lot of people money. They lost. You know, it's like when you done lost a fight, get knocked down, and you just want to get back up and you try to fight again and you get knocked back down. And what they're trying to do is too quick. They're trying to implement something because that's what the people want. And my opinion, they're going to be like, all right, you voted for Joe Biden. This is what you wanted. You asked for this. So if anything go to hell or anything go wrong, it wasn't me. It wasn't Luna. It wasn't Doquan. It was the people, because you guys voted for this. And it put people in a tough situation. It was up to me. I'm not the smartest man in the world. People mainly want them to burn Luna. If we want that, The proposal, in my opinion, should have been, all right, we can do all this crazy stuff that they're trying to do, or we can literally, we did the numbers, everybody. Hey, the coin circulation went from 300 million to 6.5 trillion, and majority of people want us to burn it. For us to burn it, we need money, right? And if we need money, the proposal should have been, hey, y'all, we need $3 billion to be able to burn this money back and get everything back stable, which majority of people wouldn't expect. The hackers wouldn't expect that to basically happen. And let's vote if you guys want to contribute and sacrifice some coins or whatever money you're doing. So basically you're sacrificing this money for the overall, the overall ecosystem. In my opinion, I would personally be more willing to do that. Okay, I'm about to sacrifice $100. Once I sacrifice that, that will go towards the burn, and y'all will give me that Luna Classic or whatever type of Luna that you're actually getting some back. And when you're sacrificing, you're saying, hey, it's a possibility you won't get anything back, but you can get something back. And now we will take that money to attempt to burn the circulation and try to restore everything. We got new security protocols. We got new things we can do to implement to be able to help the people. I will be more on that. I'm not hip to what they're trying to do. I talked about it in previous videos and I already broke down everything. You can look at it. Let's see, the proposal details, the votes went higher. It's probably right here where you can actually check everything down. See, Do Kwon posted this 4 days ago. Looked like he edited 10 times already. And he broke down exactly, hey, the people that get pre-attacked, this is what we're going to do. And since, so we can see if Lando is crazy or not, if we go and look at this, let's just look at real life people. I believe if we click this one, real life people don't understand what's going on. Hard problem, require hard solutions, not creating another coin. The president, this sets will happen again and there will be no real solution. The proposal described in detail at reform. And if you just look at the comments of any one of these threads, most people, I do not understand. If I have $14,000 by $5 price due, I be on attack or after. So it's like not easy to understand, where it's like, if I bought in after the attack, first we need to understand, when is this attack day? Like, what do y'all consider the attack day? Will I be covered? And I think this is just going to be a shit show. I don't think people will be overall satisfied and understanding what's going on. I want to see what's y'all thoughts. You're going to change it in the middle of a vote. WTF, crossing the line. You should consider taking a snapshot. So everybody have a lot of different opinions. My advice, well, not my advice. My opinion is literally sit. If you already own Luna, we already took a big loss. Keep that money there. There's no point in selling pennies on a dollar, because you might get airdrop something, and worst case scenario, some money come back up. I wouldn't invest more money into the ecosystem, because I think it's going to crash even harder at this point, because they are just trying to save face, and it's going to go worse. What's y'all thoughts about everything, man? I just want everybody to be transparent, because a lot of people are wondering what's going on. I just want to look at it, because I was reading it on Twitter and I'm like, yeah, reading the comments, everybody is completely confused. I desperately lost a lot of money and very low technique and education background. I can easily fall easily on scammers, could get scammed. So people want everybody to explain it to them. So in the comments, if you could understand this more and can break it down to the people, what is going on? Let's first break down the vote. Well, I guess it's very simple to understand. What are we voting for? But what's going to happen next, because the language is not clear at all, man. I'm disappointed in Luna. Like, Do Kwon, I'm happy he didn't just completely disappear. He gave his opinion. He trying to save face. But I think people is going to lose a lot more money. You just got to take time, step back, and literally reevaluate the situation. Hey, I messed up. I messed up big. Let's try to get this thing right, and let's listen to what the people. So back to the voting situation, it's like, yeah, when we have Biden in office, or anybody in office, but I'm using Biden because he's our current president, and it's like, man, gas price is high, inflation is high, X, Y, and Z, whether it have anything to do with him or not, we have to blame somebody. And it's like, yo, once you got in, everything completely went to hell. And he could just be like, hey, y'all voted for me. Y'all voted for me. I think that's going to be the situation once it go through. They're going to start the process and it's going to go bad. And I don't know. I just want to know what y'all thoughts. Before I go to sleep, I was just thinking about that. Like, man, people are really taking a L on this situation, and everybody have questions, understand it, trying to figure out what do they need to do. Just look at this. Look at this. Everybody have questions, and it's interesting. So let me know in the comments what's your thoughts. If you are interested in the Patreon, I have the link in the bio. You can sign up for that. If not, just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Lando says, talk to you guys soon.